know how his lawyers are. This one needs to go by the book.
Come on, Yuri. I've been waiting 8 years for this.
You really want to help?
PC port, the good, the bad, and the worst.
Get more backup. And lock down the airspace.
Yuri, you okay?
If he makes it out of that building, we're gonna lose him.
I'm gonna go,
Do your thing.
Yes! He's the day, Willie! Heads up! Hey, where you going? Cat! I'll clear a path. Follow me!
Get out of here, Spider-Man. We got this!
Sorry to break it to you, but you do not got this, buddy.
What's Spider-Man doing here? He's gonna mess everything up!
Oh, thanks for the confidence boost, guys.
At the time of this upload, it is about 8 more days until The Last of Us Part 2 PS5, of which the PC port isn't far behind. Let's talk about that. Before I begin this, let's see where it originates. Back in the PS2 era, any game you purchase is not going to be on PC. It is strictly console exclusivity towards either PS2 or Xbox. And I think during that time, the developers and publisher and also manufacturing companies, whatever, like Sony, Microsoft, I think they've been monitoring the development. And I think the first start of the PC port will be Call of Duty and Resident Evil. If you guys don't know, Resident Evil in the PS2 era, it was a console exclusive. Same goes for Call of Duty 2, the Big Red One. Oh yeah, and Medal of Honor Rising Sun. When the PS3 era and the Xbox 360 era enters, they try to make a PC port on it, starting with Call of Duty 2, and then Call of Duty World at War, and also Resident Evil Revelation, Resident Evil 5, and Resident Evil Revelation 2 later on.
Authorization confirmed. Initiating virus neutralization program.
Well done, BSAA. Your activities have been eye-opening.
Morgan Lansdale.
I knew O'Brien and his dog Raymond were sniffing around my business. I didn't account for your involvement, however. That was my own mistake.
So it was you. You attacked Terra Grigia.
Jill, look out.
It looks like my mistakes are about to be remedied. You were stowaways aboard the Queen Zenobia. I hope you don't mind me watching you now.
Firstly, let's get this one misconception out of the way, just in case if people want to use this as an argument. Games are made on high-end computers. See, this is the one thing that most console fanboys like to make the argument, which they think that, well, let's just say they refuse or perhaps deny that PC port even exists. Now look, Capcom even noticed, if you don't know, the majority of Capcom's sales on Resident Evil come from the PC. That's right. Now before I talk about the worst PC port, we will continue talking about the best. Now, besides Resident Evil, there's also Crash Bandicoot. Horizon Zero Dawn, gone.
You're mine now.
Tucker! I spotted him and it looks like he was waiting for someone.
Deke, don't let him get away. I want him alive.
What the shit? Tucker alive?
More shit has come up missing. I need him to tell us where he stashed it.
Okay, shit. All right, I'll see what I can do. But come on, Roach. Where do you think you're going, huh? Still back here, you son of a bitch? Fine. All right, let's do this the hard way. Roach, slow down. I just want to talk. Yeah? Oh, I Tucker sent you. To talk. Yeah, goddammit. If I wanted to kill you, you'd be dead. Yes. I know what you've done to Leon and Alvarez. Buddy, see? Told you I wasn't gonna kill you.
Kingdom Hearts 3, Marvel Spider-Man, and Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales.
I know what to do, so I'm ready. Okay.
Yes, upon launch, there are times it can be buggy until the patch, which is why I don't buy it day one. Once the patches arrive, every gameplay will be smooth.
Hey, Yuri. Looks like some of your guys were on Fisk's payroll. Good news is, they were Willie's last line of defense. I'm right outside his office.
Take him down, now.
With pleasure. Writing your memoirs? Don't forget the hyphen between spider and man.
Get the chopper ready. I won't be long. I'm surprised you made it this far. But your foolishness ends now.
You do know I can still see you, right?
8 years of this insolence.
Oh, for me? You shouldn't have!
Now let's talk about Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts is one of my fan favorite. It was the first game that I loved as a child. Sadly, it was strictly on console. I never got a chance to play on PC. By the time 2021, Kingdom Hearts 3 just got itself a PC port. After 3 years after the original one? I do remember one scene where Phil Spencer and Lena Han were interviewing, and Phil Spencer did said something that gamers will miss out if games are being put in one platform. And look, let me tell you about my experience. Marvel Spider-Man 2018. I didn't get a chance to play it because I couldn't even afford a PS4 or even, an Xbox? My only option is PC. I was so glad that by 2022, Marvel Spider-Man got itself a PC port. It is true to my heart. And not only that, Miles Morales. And I'm still waiting for Marvel Spider-Man 2. If I had to make a second guess, it's gonna release either on late 2024 or mid 2025. And I say this because probably Sony is going to promote their Spider-Man movie, which, I don't know, it could be a possibility for a promotion.
I will destroy you!
Take your best shot!
Whoop.
That gave me an opening.
Oops.
I planned this!
You asked for it!
Not everyone can own either PS5, PS4, Xbox One, or even Xbox 360, or even a Nintendo Switch. Everyone has preference. And I know some of my viewers who are watching, they own either a PS4, PS5, PC, Nintendo Switch, or an Xbox. So tell me, and the PC gaming community is now growing. And also, there's also Final Fantasy.
Does he slow down?
Love the constant soundtrack they have
Good
for
luck,
this game.
Tifa, and be careful.
Here's Scrap Boulevard.
I can see why monsters would feel right at home.
And the more we pile
Yo,
up,
check
the
out
more
the
they
area,
show
man.
up.
It's like there's so much detail here. All right, the goal is straight around. Oh, I remember this part now. Yeah.
Final Fantasy first, yes, it is on console exclusive, but then Final Fantasy VII Remake just got itself a PC port. And now waiting for Final Fantasy 16. No news on the PC port yet. Now, Call of Duty, well, I'm not going to touch on that, okay, because I'm certain some of you who are watching this are already seen what happened with Modern Warfare 3. Oh, it's a scam. Let's just say people are berating the hell out of that game. It is now negative reviews. Doesn't go same for days before, which, guess what? They made a speed run out of it before shutting down. What could be worse? Let's talk about the bad ones that we don't know. Yes, some games will be buggy on launch, okay? Let's not get 2 cents about that. However, not everybody purchased the games day one. I mean, yes, there are exceptions. Some people do because they're anxious. But most people, they're willing to wait a few years or perhaps a few months or so and then purchase it. Let me give you an example for me. Resident Evil 4 Remake. I purchased this on March 27 last year. March 27 this year. And it was actually 2 days, yes, 2 days after its release. When I start playing it on my birthday, or perhaps on the eve of my birthday, there was no frame rate issues, there was no lag, everything was smooth. I managed to go all the way until the cabin, of which I'm gonna continue playing it in the near future since I've been busy a lot. Now let's talk about another thing. Batman Arkham Knight and Gotham Knight. Yes, those games did launch buggy, and in the end when the patch came, it gone from negative to mediocre. Yes, I'm certain some of you have played it, which I could be wrong. Truth be told, you wanna know what I would do? If I like the game, I just play it and then keep it. If I don't like it, simple way, uninstall and then keep it in my Steam library. That is for the future. So far I managed to have 7 games in my Steam library. Only 2 games were free to play. Well, Half-Life at least. Let's talk about The Last of Us. Yes, it's quite different from the console counterpart because it was released first on the PS3 and then the PS4, PS5, and then the PC. And upon launch, the PC, my god, I heard a lot of complaints. I mean, I heard this one from Mutahar, which I'm gonna put some video so that you can see what he means, but not all of his video. I will take the one part that is important, probably in terms of shading or texture, characters or texture quality, motion blur. You get the idea.
Now you might be like, whoa, Last of Us, Muda, what do you got to say about that? The PC port is garbage, okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into it, okay, this is a $70 Canadian game, okay? $70, all right? This is a big chunk of change people are putting in, all right? Now, Naughty Dog and PlayStation were like, shit, let's just get people playing the first game on the PC. And maybe they'll buy the second game on the PS5 or the 4, and then they'll get ready for the third game, all right? The multiplayer DLC or the whatever. When you make a game and you release it for like $70, shouldn't the game work, out of the box? Shouldn't that be like a central component to playing the video game? Now, I get it. PC gaming is a little bit more difficult to do now. All right, you got shader issues, you've got performance issues, you've got porting problems, whatever. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Last of Us Part 1 has been a game that's been anything but functional. Now, of course, one of the infamous screenshots you've probably seen is this one of Joel. Yes, this is from the PC version of the game.
And now I think they already patched it up, which I think now is on overwhelmingly positive, very positive, I don't know. As for The Last of Us Part 2, I can't really touch on that because there were many controversy since I'm not the business of the whole woke thing because I really don't care. I just play the game. In this YouTube channel, I'm welcoming anybody. Doesn't matter who you are. That's the beauty of gaming. You get to socialize with everyone. Doesn't matter who they are, whether they're 10, 12, or even 20 years old. You can socialize and meet new people. And doesn't matter whether their sexuality is different or their gender is different. You can make friends online. And COVID-19 shed some light on that. I didn't even know about that. And now I know. In case of a second lockdown, I'm prepared to buy any games that can last me, 200 hours or maybe forever. Regardless, PC port is the way. Yes, you can say console have 4K 60s, but is there any gameplay footage that you see that can reach as far as 60? Unless you have a high refresh rate monitor or a bigger TV or anything, it's not gonna get to 60. I mean, it could. I think it could get past that, but it's not gonna get past 60 or perhaps capped at 60 or even 144. I could be wrong. Which is why PC here has many options. Depending on your graphics settings, it can either get up to 120 or perhaps 144. It depends on the game. Let me give you, for example, Marvel Spider-Man. Marvel Spider-Man, when I first played it, I was using Windows 10. The bare minimum I got was 60 FPS. In the open world and in the location, say the building or anything, it normally caps about 80 FPS or perhaps 70? I don't know. There were a little bit, let's just say the game froze a bit. I don't know what happened, but after that, the gameplay was smooth. Now, I don't know, it's because of my CPU, because since my laptop here runs an Intel i5-11400H 11th Gen RTX 3050 4GB VRAM, 16 gigs of memory, and a 512 gig SSD, which I already upgraded to 1TB. So I believe this laptop right here probably is enough to run Marvel Spider-Man since it's an open world, though there were a bit lag, but just have to lower the settings a bit. But overall, the gameplay was smooth, the fighting mechanic was smooth, and I hope Marvel Spider-Man 2 will be better than that in the PC port. I also hope The Last of Us Part 2 will release on the PC port way better than the PS5 or PS4 counterparts. And yes, the storyline is not that good, but I'm interested in playing the game. Leave a like and subscribe, and comment down below. Which games do you think were considered to be the best PC port? And should they continue to be PC port? Let me know in the comments.